Okay, so find your comfortable seated position. So we're doing the Vishuddha, the fifth chakra today, located at the throat center. And we're taking the Kali Mudra, which is wonderful given what we've just been through. So you fold your hands and extend your index fingers toward placing your palms in front of the heart center. Just a reminder, the Vishuddha chakra is located at the throat center, and it's helpful to speak your truth, and when the words get stuck in your throat, as mine does. Anyway, this is really good for clearing this chakra. So let's close our eyes for a few minutes. Find that comfortable seated position. Make sure your sit bones are grounded, shoulders dropping away from the ears. Taking the Kali Mudra. So in Hindu, Kali is the remover of darkness, remover of fear. And as we close our eyes and withdraw the mind from the rest of the week and the rest of the day, so we can be here now, gently observing the sound and sensation of the breath. And consciously making that breath deeper and slower than a normal breath, so that as you inhale, the belly expands. And as you exhale, draw the navel toward your spine. Allowing the breath to be even and easy, deep and slow. And the affirmation, the intention, the focus of the Kali Mudra is I release all obstacles and align with my true nature. And with that intention, we'll take a deep breath. As you exhale, release your chin towards your heart, release the mudra. As you drop your chin a little bit deeper, sending the breath to the back of the neck and the sides of the neck. And then gently shift your head side to side. And the next time the chin meets the chest, we'll take a breath in. As you exhale, float the head on top of the spine. As you flutter your eyes open, bring your shoulders up to your ears, squeezing and hugging them in. And then as you exhale, releasing down and away. Palms up, gaze up, heart lifted. Inhaling, arms up, reaching up. Exhaling, palms down, chin down. Inhaling, arms up, reaching up. Exhale, palms down, chin down. Keeping the palms down, floating the head up. We're going to look to the left shoulder. Inhale back to midline. Exhale, left. And just turning side to side, just again, loosening up the neck. We're going to do a little bit more stretching of the neck today, just to clear out the throat chakra. Bringing your head back to midline. Keeping the left palm planted, shift your ear towards your right shoulder. And then bring that shoulder up to your ear, left shoulder to the ear, and exhale, press it away. Then you can take your opposite hand and gently add a little overpressure to the neck muscle. Breathing and releasing here. And then turning your gaze underneath your armpit, remove your palm and place it on the back of the occiput, back of the skull, and you'll get a little bit more release in the sternocleidoid and mastoid muscles. And then releasing that, rolling your head to the center. Inhale, lifting the head up. Exhale, looking over your left shoulder, keeping the right palm down, then lifting the right shoulder toward your ear. Exhaling, release. Inhale, shoulder to ear. Exhale, release, really pressing the shoulder down, keeping that down, and then reaching your palm up and gently giving overpressure to stretch the neck. And then looking under your armpit, release the palm to the back of the skull and Give a little overpressure there. And then as you inhale, release, slowly roll the head to midline. Inhale, bringing it back up, shoulders to your ears. Exhale, release. And just alternate the shoulder rolls, just loosening up the neck and shoulder region. And then in the opposite direction. And then again, palms up, gaze up, inhale, arms up. Exhale, release the left hand behind, the right hand on the outside of the knee as you inhale, lifting up. Exhale, looking over the shoulder for a gentle twist. And then inhaling, reaching up. Exhaling, opposite direction. Inhale, reaching up. Palms together at the heart center. Folding the fingers. Thumbs down, pressing out. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, release. Rolling the shoulders. We'll transition to all fours, table. Palms underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. Again, I'm modifying, but in table you want your palms planted if that's okay for your wrists. If it isn't, you can modify like I am. And we'll take some rounds of cat and cow. Inhaling, lifting the tailbone, releasing through the belly to the crown of the head. Exhaling, rounding and tucking, pressing the palms into the mat. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, tucking. Coming back to that flat back, shifting your hips side to side, maybe making circles, and in the opposite direction. Coming to that flat back, inhale, slide right leg back, lift the leg, pull up through the toe, lift the opposite arm. Exhale, release. Inhale, slide left leg back, lift the leg, lift the arm. Find that line of energy from the navel out through that heel as if you're pressing against an imaginary wall. Exhale, release. Inhale, slide right leg back, lift the leg, lift the arm, and you can practice here, or if you want more core, exhale, elbow to knee, rounding. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Pause. Exhale, release hand and knee. Inhale, slide left leg back, lift the leg, lift the arm. Again, stay here, or exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen, pause. Exhale, hand and knee to the mat. Inhale, right leg back, lift the leg, lift the arm, stay here, or for those of you who want to take the bind or work towards the bind, pressing the foot into the palm, lift the heart and gaze. Exhale, release the bind, release the hand and knee to the mat. Inhaling, sliding left leg back, lift the leg, lift the arm, and if you like, bend the knee, bring your arm out, taking a bind. Releasing the bind, release the hand and the knee. Separate the knees apart, toes touching, walk the palms out. Take a breath in as you exhale, shift the hips back towards the heels, allow the forehead to come down. If you want, you can walk your palms out, lift the elbows, isometrically press the palms away from the knees, releasing underneath the shoulders. Send the breath to the belly, feeling the belly expand like a balloon between the thighs. And as you exhale, see if you can release in the hips, knees, thighs. In Balasana, we're bowing toward our higher self. Feel the connection of the third eye, Ajna chakra, on the mat.
If you want a little more sensation, walk palms to the right, left palm on top of right palm, lengthening the left side body. Inhaling back through midline and over to the left, this time right palm on top of left palm. Sending the breath to the sides of the ribs, trying to create space between the pelvis and the rib cage. Inhaling back through midline, we're going to shift forward onto our elbows, straighten your legs back. So I'm going to be doing a forearm plank, but if you want to take full plank, feel free to do that. But in the forearm plank, we'll have our elbows underneath the shoulders, curling the toes under. As you inhale, lift the hips up, shift forward. Isometrically pressing the elbows into the mat, activating the shoulder. And if you want to add a little more, as you exhale, release the right knee tap. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, left knee. Inhale, lengthen. And you can alternate. And then pause. See if you can hang in there a little longer, but come out of it anytime you've had enough. And then we'll exhale, release the knees, release the hips, uncurl the toes, bring your palms back by your rib cage, and coming down in preparation for Cobra. Bringing your legs together. As you inhale, lift the gaze, seeing if you can come up a little higher. See if you can lift your palms up so you're doing it with your back muscles. And then as you exhale, slowly roll down. As you inhale, rolling the head, lifting the gaze. And then if you want, press a little higher. Stopping anywhere if there's any pinching in the low back. Exhale, lower. Bring your palms forward. Curl the toes under. We're going to press up into downward dog. And in your first downward dog, begin to shift your hips side to side as you walk in place. And then as you inhale, lift the heels up. As you exhale, shift the hips back towards your heels. Shift your chest towards your thighs. Taking 3 breaths here. And then looking up between the hands, we'll walk our feet up to meet our palms, clasping opposite elbows. Keep softness in the knees. Tucking the chin so the crown of the head is toward the earth. And then releasing the palms, fold your fingers around your thumbs as you shift your weight around, slowly coming up. Keeping softness in the knees. And then as you come up, allow the fist to touch the front of the shoulder and the back of the kidney. And then slowing down the pendulum. Arrive into Tadasana mountain pose, posture of awareness. So lift the toes up and then place them down. Feel all 4 corners of the feet. And remember last week we talked about those roots growing into the ground, but connecting and intertwining with the other members of our community to help hold our stance. So feel that connection. We have this energetic connection as we practice together.
And then opening the eyes, we'll move through moving chair. As you inhale, shift your hips back and down. Exhale, pressing into the feet, coming up. Inhale, coming down and back. Exhale, coming up. Inhaling, coming down and back. Exhale, coming up. The next time we're going to lift the right leg. Inhale, come down and back. Exhale, lift. Inhale, coming down. Exhale, up. We'll just alternate a few times because I already lost track of which leg is which. We'll do one more side, and then we're going to come down and stay down. Shift your hips back a little further. And as always, you can spend the rest of the class here. Exhale, pressing into the legs, we'll come back up. Hands on the hips. Left heel down, toes lifted and spread wide. Plant the foot down as you shift onto the leg, lifting the opposite leg up. We'll move into crane. Exhale, shift that leg back onto the ball of the feet, coming into crescent warrior. Inhale, back up into crane. Exhale into crescent warrior. Inhaling up into crane. Stay here or exhale into warrior three. Slide that leg back, extend the arms. Find the line of energy from the navel out through the fingertips. And then inhale back up into crane. Exhale, release, roll the standing foot out. Right heel down, toes lifted and spread wide. Plant that foot down as you shift, lifting the opposite leg up, coming out into crane. Find your drishti point. Exhale, slide that leg back. Ball of the foot, ascended warrior. Inhaling back up into crane. Exhale, ascended warrior. Inhaling back up into crane, staying here, or as you exhale, slide the leg back, extend the arms, finding your warrior three. Inhaling back up into crane. Exhale, release, roll the standing foot out. Now, coming into tree pose. Left heel down, toes lifted and spread wide. Plant the foot down as you shift onto the leg. Lift the opposite leg up, bringing it out to the side, landing on the thigh, shin, or ankle. Hands to the heart center. And when you're ready, allowing the limbs of the tree to grow. Remember, from the navel down, we're rooting and grounding, feeling that stability. We'll take Culpa Rakshasana, wish-fulfilling tree pose. Cupping the palms, finding energy, sending blessings to the universe, and all in need of it. Placing your special intention here. So we can use our collective energy to send blessings. Palms together down at the heart center. Over to the right shoulder and back through midline. Left shoulder, back through midline. Pull the knee in, straighten the leg, release, and roll out the standing foot. Right heel down, toes lifted and spread wide. Plant that foot down as you shift onto the leg, lifting the opposite leg up. Bring it out to the side, shin or ankle, hands to the heart. Find your stability, rooting and grounding, and when you're ready, allow the limbs of the tree to grow. Find that inner gratitude, thankful for what we can do. We'll take Culpa Rakshasana. Palms together at the heart center. Over to the right shoulder. Back through midline. Left shoulder. Back through midline. Pull the knee in. Straighten the leg. Release. And roll the staying foot up. So that's the first time I haven't fallen out in a while. And Michelle is saying the same. So we are really gathering energy from each other. So I love that visualization. Thank you, Peabody. So we'll come to the center, the top of our mat if you're not already there. Inhaling, arms up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhaling, halfway up, head and chest rise. Exhale, plant the hands, step the right foot back, drop the knee. Uncurl the foot if that is not comfortable, but if it is, leave it as it is. And then inhale the arms up. See if you can release in the front of that right hip. Open at the heart center. And then as you exhale, hinging at the hip, and leaning forward, bring your palms together at the heart center. And then if you want to take a twist, hook the elbow over the knee. And then if you want to go further, lift the knee up. And if you want to go further, you can extend the arms. As you exhale, we'll release the knee, release the twist, place the palms down, then lift that knee and bring that back foot to meet the front foot. Inhaling halfway up, head and chest rise. Exhaling, releasing head and hands. Inhale, reverse swan dive, palms to the heart center. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway up, flat back. Exhale, plant the hands, step the left foot back, drop the knee. Again, if it's uncomfortable, you can uncurl the feet. Inhale the arms up. As you exhale, see if you can release in that left hip. And then we'll reach forward, hinging at the hip, palms together at the heart center. And if you want to take the twist, hook the elbow on the outside. And if you want to go further, lift the back knee. And if you want to go further, extending the arms. As you exhale, we'll drop the knee, untwist, release the palms down. We'll lift that back knee and bring that back knee to meet the front foot. Inhale, halfway up, head and chest rise. Exhale, releasing head and hands. Inhale, reverse swan dive, palms to the heart center. Close the eyes here for one moment, gathering any thoughts and opinions and coming back to this synesthy. Inhale to exhale. Anytime during the practice you've had enough, you can always opt out of any posture. No pose is worth losing your peace. And opening the eyes, inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, plant the hands. Step the right foot back, spin the heel around. Inhale to warrior one. So take a moment to adjust your stance, adjust your hips, reaching up. See if you can get a little back bend from the upper spine. Exhale, cactus arms, pressing the elbows towards each other. Active in that back leg. Inhale, forearms together, right elbow underneath left elbow, and you can just clasp your opposite shoulders or take eagle arms. Pulling the elbows away, lifting the elbows up, seeing if you can open up. Lift your gaze, opening up at the throat center. Inhale into cactus arms. Exhale, release the palms, folding the fingers, press the palms down, move them away from the spine. Take a breath in. As you exhale, shift your chest towards your inner thigh, moving into humble warrior. Bowing toward our higher self, allowing the heart to be above the head. And then pressing into the feet as you inhale, coming back up. Release the palms, bring them back up overhead. Exhale, plant the hands. Spin that back foot around, bring the back foot to meet the front foot. Inhale, halfway up, head and chest rise. Exhale, releasing head and hands. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Palms to the heart center. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhaling halfway up, head and chest rise. Exhale, plant the hands, step the left foot back, spin the heel around. Inhale to warrior one. Exhale into cactus arms, pressing those elbows towards each other, opening at the heart center. Inhale back, forearms together, this time left elbow underneath right elbow. Either eagle arms or clasping opposite shoulders. Inhale back into cactus arms. Exhale, release, this time opposite thumb on top, opposite finger clasp. Press the palms down and away from the spine. Take a breath in. As you exhale, shift your chest towards your inner thigh, dropping the head. Maybe the arms come up and over. And then place any fears, obstacles on the sacrum and allow it to roll down the spine at the foot of the guru. And then pressing into the feet as you inhale, we'll come back up. Release the arms, bring them back up overhead. Exhale, plant the hands, spin the back foot around, bring that back foot to meet the front foot. Inhale, halfway up, head and chest rise. Exhale, releasing head and hands. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Palms to the heart center. We'll step the right foot back, prepping for warrior two. So find your stance, back foot in line with the mat, front foot turned, bending at the knee, bringing your trunk back into midline as best of your ability, isometrically pressing the knee out towards the pinky toe. Inhaling the arms up, stretching out, looking out over the middle finger. Just take a moment to make sure your shoulders are level. Press the shoulders down, press the energy out away from the heart center. And then turning the front palm up, we'll look out. We're going to do that little wave. So as the front palm turns, we turn our gaze to the back as the back palm comes up. And then as the back palm comes down, we turn our gaze as the front palm comes up. Then we'll take a breath in, release the left palm down, lift the top front arm up for reverse warrior. If you like, turn your gaze towards your back foot. Inhale, back to warrior two. Exhale, bend the front elbow, land it on the thigh as you bring that top back arm, hugging it in for side angle posture. And if you want to work towards a bind, you can bring that top arm around, release the bottom, maybe grab into your fingers. Again, binding is not necessary for enlightenment. Don't allow frustration to enter. And then we'll release the bind. We'll all come into side angle posture. Inhale, come back up to warrior two. Since we're working on the Kali Mudra, we'll release another obstacle. So turn your thumbs towards the ceiling. We'll do the archer. As you inhale, bring that back palm to meet the front palm. Slide it down. Point your arrow. Think of something you want to release, fear, anger, thrust, and then shoot the arrow. Inhale back up into warrior two. Exhale, straighten the knee, lift the toes up, release, roll the shoulders back. Hands on the hips, opposite side. Bend that front knee, isometrically pressing it out towards the pinky toe, adjusting your stance. Inhale the arms up, reach out, Virabhadrasana 2. Turn that front palm to the ceiling. And then as we turn the gaze to the back hand, the front palm comes down, the back palm comes up. And then as you inhale, back palm comes down. As we turn our gaze, front palm up. And then inhale, release the back palm to the thigh as you reach up, reverse warrior. And then maybe turn your gaze to the back foot. Inhaling back to warrior two. Exhale, release the elbow. Drop that back arm up and around, hugging it into the ear. Coming into side angle posture and taking the bind if that's calling to you. Keeping pleasantness in the face, pleasantness in the thoughts. We'll come back out of the bind. Inhale back to warrior two. Turn the thumbs towards the ceiling. Getting ready, think of something you want to release. Inhale that back palm to meet the front palm, sliding it back, pointing the arrow, and then as you exhale, side angle posture. Inhaling back to warrior two. Exhale, straighten the knee, lift the toes up, release, roll the shoulders up, back and down. We'll take triangle, Trikonasana. So turn the foot towards the front. I like to angle my heel behind my foot. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, glide forward. And then when you can go no further, allow that palm to come down. Open up the top arm, looking up over the top fingertips. If that causes any pinching in your neck, turn your gaze towards the front. So we're going to try, we opened up the heart center last week. So we're going to do a little heart energy gathering. So you're going to try to press that top arm back a little further, opening the heart. And then as you exhale, we'll sweep the palm down, catching energy and bringing it to the heart center. As you inhale, we'll come back up into Trikonasana. We'll do that one more time. See if you can extend the arm back a little bit. Exhale, sweeping the energy and bringing it into the heart center. Inhale back up into Trikonasana. And then on your next inhale, we'll come back up. Pick the toes up, release, roll the shoulders up, back and down. Hands on the hips, we'll do the opposite side, setting up. Inhale the arms up, press out. As you exhale, glide. And then when you can go no further, allow that palm to come down, opening up into Trikonasana, finding the line of energy from the heart center. So make sure your shoulder is over your hips. Don't allow yourself to come forward. And then we're gonna see if we can extend that shoulder back a little further. And then as you exhale, sweep that arm down, catching energy, placing it at the heart center. One more time as we bring the arm back up. See if you can extend a little further back. Exhale, releasing the arm down, bringing it up to the heart center. Practicing self-love, self-affirmations. And then coming back to Trikonasana. Inhaling back up. Pick the toes up. Release, roll the shoulders up, back and down. We'll take a forward fold. Inhaling the arms up. Exhale, swan dive forward. You can place the palms under your shoulder. You can grab opposite ankles or big toes. Some of you may want to walk your palms back between your feet. But wherever you are, whichever forward fold you take, see if you can shift the weight a little bit more onto the balls of the feet so that your hips stay over your ankles. And then tuck the chin so the crown of the head is toward the earth. You want to be active in the legs, so really pressing the kneecaps. Keep as much bend in the knee as you need to keep your tailbone lifted. But here we're trying to release and let go in the spine, allowing gravity to create that traction, releasing any obstacles, calling on the Kali Mudra to release and let go anywhere that's not serving you in this pose. Allowing the heart to be above the head. And then with the inhale, we'll come halfway up. Place your hands on your hips, keeping softness in the knees. We'll come back up. Release the arms. Join your thumb and forefinger together in the Mudra of Wisdom, closing the eyes. And we'll just allow the gravity, the blood pressure to accommodate, observing the flow of prana. And then opening the eyes, we'll heel toe our feet in. Coming to the front of the mat, we're going to transition to our backs. Inhaling the arms up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhaling halfway up. Exhale, plant the hands. Step the feet back, drop the knees, shifting onto your hips. Bring your hips over one side or another. Bring your legs around to the center of the mat. Walk your feet in. You can place your hands on the back of the thigh. As you inhale, bring your chest towards your thighs. As you exhale, rounding and tucking. This is another version of cat and cow. As you inhale, chest to the thighs. Then up. We'll just do a little bit of core work. As you exhale, we'll slowly roll down halfway. Pausing, keeping your feet planted. Inhale, coming back up. Exhale, slowly coming back down, pausing. Inhale, coming back up. This time we're going to roll down all the way. Exhale, slowly roll down. Keeping the feet planted, trying to roll down one vertebra at a time. Once the shoulders come down, bring your arms overhead, stretch your legs out, get as long as you can. Navel through fingertips, navel through toes. Take a breath in. As you exhale, bring right knee to the chest, squeezing and hugging it in.
Maybe negotiate with your ribs. You can bring the knee towards your armpit, pull up through the toe, press out through that left heel. Keep sending the breath to the belly. Keep softness in the facial muscles. With your next inhale, we'll bring the left knee to the chest, squeezing and hugging it in as you slide the right leg down. Again, pull up through the toe, press out through the heel. Lengthen the back of the neck if it's scrunched up. And with your next inhale, we'll bring the right knee back up, squeezing and hugging both knees in. Then inhale, lift the head, wrap your arms around your shins, clasping opposite elbows, and just rock here side to side. And then pausing, release the head down. Release the legs, the feet down, palms at your side. We'll inhale the right knee to the chest, opening it up, landing the outside of the right ankle on the left knee for a figure four. And you can stay here or lift that left thigh, reaching behind the thigh. And if you like, you can straighten the leg, lift a little higher, your decision. But as you exhale, seeing if you can draw the left thigh so you feel a stretch in the back of the hip. You don't want to feel it in the inner groin. Again, lengthen the neck if it's scrunched up. And if you like, you can rock here side to side. Pause, see if you can go a little deeper, let go a little more. And then as you exhale, release the left foot down, uncross the right. Inhale, left knee to the chest, open it out, landing the ankle on the right knee. Again, staying here in this figure four or lifting the right thigh, reaching behind, but pull the toes up to protect your knee. And use that exhale to let go any tension in the back of the hip. With each exhale, seeing if you can go a little deeper. Any pain or pinching, back out. So going that feeling of releasing and letting go rather than forcing into a shape. We want to take it to where we feel a slight resistance and pause there, and then wait for the breath to release. What happens is the fascia will gently release, and then you can go deeper. If you try to force it, you'll just get tighter. And if you like, rock here a little bit. And then pause. See if you can go a little deeper. And then as you exhale, release the right foot down. Uncross, release the left foot. We'll do some moving bridge. So bring your arms out to the side. Walk your heels back as close to your hips as you can get. Maybe tickle your heels. Thumbs towards the ceiling. Press the low back into the mat. Hollow out the belly. And then as you move back, tipping the pelvis. Inhale, press the low back flat. Inhale, arching the back, tipping the pelvis. One more time,
Press the low back into the mat, hollow out the belly. We're going to do moving bridge as you inhale, pressing into the feet, lifting the hips up as the arms come up and over. And if this is too much, just work with the arms at your side. And then exhale, slowly coming down, one vertebra at a time, timing it with the arms so that as the sacrum touches, the pinkies touch. And we'll take a breath here. We'll do that 2 more times. Go back into the ground. Inhale, pressing into the feet as you lift up and over with the arms, lifting up, pressing the knees away from the chest, lengthening the front body. And then as you exhale, slowly coming down. And once the sacrum touches and the pinky touch, relax the elbows, relax the back. One more time, press the low back into the ground, hollow out the belly as you press into the feet and lift the hips up as the arms come up and over. And at the height of the bridge, see if you can press the knees away, lengthening the front body without arching the back. And then as you exhale, we'll slowly come down. And then at the base, walk your feet to the edge of the mat, drop your knees in, bring your arms out to the side. So just take a breath here in broken bridge and then open the knees apart. Just begin to shift the knees side to side. And then bringing the knees to midline. As you exhale, drop knees to the right, gaze to the left. Inhaling back to midline. Exhaling, knees to the left, gaze to the right. Inhaling back to midline. Walk the feet in. So we're going to take a supported bridge, or you can take legs up the wall if you're at home and you don't have a bolster or a block. But if you're ready, with the inhale, we'll lift the hips up, placing the sacrum on the block or a pillow. And again, you can stay here in supported bridge or bend the right knee, left knee, and extend the legs so the ankles are together. And then if you want to add a little movement, you can exhale the legs away from midline. Inhaling back, and you can do V's or splits, moving slowly and mindfully, remembering that we are practicing yoga. We are uniting body, mind, spirit. So move with the rhythm of your breath. Exhaling away from midline. Inhaling back through midline. And then after you've taken a run at movement, we'll pause in stillness with the ankles together, just inviting the lymphatic system to drain. Keep sending the breath to the belly. And then as you exhale, we'll bend the knees, release the left foot down, then the right foot down, lift the hips up, remove the block. We'll take one more twist. So bring your arms out to the side. We'll lift the hips up to the right and then cross the left leg over the right leg, dropping the knees to the left, gaze to the right. And if that's too intense a twist, uncross the legs. And then with your inhale, we'll bring the knee and gaze back to midline. Uncross the legs. Lift the hips up and over to the left. This time, right knee over left knee. Drop knees to the right, gaze to the left. And again, if this causes any pinching, uncross the legs and just do a simple twist. And then with your next inhale, we'll bring knee and gaze back to midline, uncrossing the legs, bring the hips back to midline, bring right knee to your chest, left knee to your chest, hugging just below the knees. We'll make tiny, tiny circles with the knees. And in the opposite direction. And then pausing, we'll squeeze the knees and hugging into the chest. One last time. As you exhale, slide the legs down. We'll take one last spinal stretch. Inhaling the arms up overhead. As you exhale, release the arms to the side with the audible sigh. Ha. And then separate your knees wider than hip distance. Arms out if you can, palms up. Gather any props that you may need to settle into Shavasana. Maybe a pillow under the knees would be more comfortable. Maybe a blanket over your torso. Maybe an eye pillow to block out any unnecessary light. Whatever it is, just begin to settle in and let go. Relaxing the muscles of the forehead and the hinges of the jaw. Relaxing the neck and shoulders. Relaxing the upper arms and the lower arms. Relaxing the fingers and the skin between the fingers. Relaxing the wrists, elbows, and shoulders. Relax the chest and the heart region. Relaxing in the belly. Relax the hips and thighs. Relaxing the knees and the calves. Relaxing the ankles and the toes and the skin between the toes. And send a wave of relaxation from toes to top and top to toes. And if your mind gets distracted by thoughts, noises, or bodily sensations, gently guide it back to the breath. Inhale to exhale. And you're welcome to stay here for as long as you like. But in the interest of the video, we're going to begin to make some subtle movements of the fingers and the toes. We'll bend our knees, bring our left arm overhead, and roll on your left side, pausing here, placing your right palm in front of the heart. And making the intention to bring the best part of the Shavasana with you as you transition to that seated position that we started in. And then take a breath that leads the action. Come back to your seat with the least amount of movement as possible, keeping your eyes closed. And as you find your seat, we'll take that Kali Mudra one more time, folding the hands and then extending the index finger, placing the palms in front of the heart center, allowing the shoulders to drop away from the ears and grounding in the sit bones, sending energetic traction from the base of the tailbone up the spine through the crown of the head. One more time, invoking the Kali Mudra. I release any obstacles and align to my true nature. We'll all take a generous breath in. As you exhale, drop your chin towards your heart. Release the mudra. Place your palms on your lower abdomen as you flutter your eyes open. And with the inhale, we'll bring our palms back up overhead, joining them together, sealing our practice in, and bringing it down to the forehead center, seat of wisdom, and to the heart. And sharing the love all around us and all in need of it. Namaste.